I haven't been making videos like as soon as updates come out is because, well, I've just been doing other stuff with my game, for example. I've been trying to get that going really well. And yeah, so there's been a couple new scripts came out with the update. I'm noticing one of them is the HUDBar. Um, I can't remember his name, but he's the one that somebody suggested on the forums, I guess related to one of my other maps that was called Craft and Dead, which is well, almost abandoned, sadly, but not yet. But I'm loving this idea because you can do so much with it that is just crazy. As you can see on my screen, there's two bars on the side, which are called HUD bars. Um, what you can do is you can pretty much make your own system, like how the HP works. In other words, you could make it where you can have a water system, so players have to drink water or they die, and it'll tell them how much water they have on the side. What you can do is sim with the food. You can do so much stuff with this. Is just you just got to think of it. But I'll teach you guys how to use the script. So far, I have one set up, as you can see here, with the two of them. Um, Let me show you exactly how this works and explain. Alright, so you got these labels. Normally, I don't use this one, so I just don't use it at all, really. Label stands for, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I think it's just to label the name, I'm pretty sure. Numbers stand for the numbers within the HUD bar. So if I was example, if you look there at the top there where it says food level, it says the numbers like a 111 out of 300. That would be the numbers. And right stands for if you want like every time the history goes down, the white bar there will go down with it. So it will go to the right side instead of the left side. And yeah, that's what I know of from that. RGBA stands for colors. So you got to get a color code. You can find it on the internet pretty much. I think the best way to find it is HTML color codes, I'm pretty sure. No, no, no. It's just color codes. Just look up that. X is where you want the thing, like the HUD bar, to be placed on the screen. So X would stand for sideways. So if you want it on the right side or left side of the screen, you just gotta put it. From what I know of, the higher it is, it goes to the right. The lower it is, it goes to the left. And Y stands for what was Y again? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to remember everything. I haven't done scripts on here in a long, long time, and I've been kind of AFK from Total Miner lately. But I forget what Y was for, but I don't think it was used for anything that I know of that was very important, but you could just put a random number in there and see for yourself. W stands for width. So width would be how tall, well, oh no, Y stands for um where it is placed, so up and down. That's what Y is for. So stands for like if you want top of the screen or below the screen, you just put it goes the same way as the X one. You just put the height. So the higher the number is, the higher it goes up, and the lower the number is, the lower it goes down. And W stands for width. So width would be how skinny the bar would be, or not skinny, but how wide the bar would be. So it's like the HP bar, for example. You know how it's so wide. Well, that's what that would be. So the higher the number is, the more wider it gets. The lower the number is, the less wider it gets. And H would be the opposite of wide. So in other words, if height, it would be the height of the bar. So height would be if you have it like the higher it is, the higher the bar would go. So it makes it like shape as a box almost. So that's what that does. Max value, that would be the number that you want to have displayed, the max number that displayed in the box. So you know how I have it as 111 out of 300. 300 is the max value. that I have it set to. So the higher it is, the more it goes with that, basically. History, well, I found it a little tricky with this at first, but when you do histories, you want to actually put those down, and then the name of the history that is displaying within it. So if I have water, I have like it like that, and the name would be the little name that's on top of the bar, like the HUD bar. So you just put the name that you want right there on top. So for example, see how I have food level? That's where it is. And for the history thing I was talking about, just go to scripts, history log. This would be the history you put in, so whatever history you have set there for the players. See now if I was to change it like this, 50, you'll notice at the bottom there where it says water level, the bar moved as the history went down. So basically guys, that's how that works, and that's all you need really about it. It's a little bit more complex to set up actual system as you want to run it automatic. You can't just use a basic script as like looping and then hope for the best. It's not as simple as it sounds. But that's about it on that. And then with delete, all you do is put the name, so water level, and it would delete the water level HUD bar from the player screen. That's about it, guys, on the HUD bar. That's let me see what else there is. Whoops. So I'm guessing, yeah, there's the kick script. I'm not sure if well, I might as well. The kick script is, well, basically it kicks the player. So you can have a simple command like if has history, and then kick player. So you have it on when player joins your world. For example, scripts. Event drive scripts, player joins, just attach that kick script there. It'll kick them right out of your world automatically, so they can't, if you're trying to ban people, I guess, in their way. Um, I don't really know too many of the new scripts. I know one of them here, but this is kind of useless in a way. Like, I find the mobs one pretty good, but basically what set nameplate does is set nameplate far short far or off short far. This will allow you to set the nameplate of a player, so not like set their name though. That was a trick to it, which kind of made me mad. But basically, what it does is it just shows how far the player is, so it shows their nameplate far, short. It's the same thing you could do through the option menu and set nameplate for mobs. This will allow you to. It will set the nameplate for mobs, so in other words, it'll show you where a mob is really far away, so it'll show their name really far away, just like the other way around. It's pretty much as simple, and same with these. There's not too much crazy with scripts lately. Um, particle, I don't really know because I don't mess with particle effects. With exit script, not 100% off short far. This was what I'm thinking it does. It just turns off a script from what I know of. So it'll just stop the script from playing. So basically how you would normally want to stop a script, like let me show you. If I was to go to cancel running script, and if I had a script running there, I can just cancel it. Well, that's what the exit script does for you instead. It's a little bit more, I guess, easier to stop a script from playing. But yeah, guys, that's about it. That's all I could show you today. Thanks for watching my videos, guys.